It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Saying I do, and yes, it does make me a little bit nervous, even saying that now, knowing that I will be getting married at the end of the year. When you say those magical words at the altar, it means a lifelong commitment to ensuring that your spouse feels secure, that they feel heard, and most importantly, probably loved in your partnership, even when the going gets tough. Now, the marriage coaching program that has dedicated itself to helping couples who want to breathe new life into their unions, called Saving Our Marriage, has been back on our screens in its second season now, and we are being joined by the show's experts, Ilze Alberts and Paul Nyamuda, to learn more about their roles and the sage advice that they give to the couples that take part. Very good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning, and you're really great.
Amazing. Well, Ilze, I would love to pick your brain because you come with 30 years of experience as a qualified psychologist, but you've also led a life path that has seen divorce, losing a husband to death, and being a mother in a hybrid family. Why is building a powerful family such an important mission to you?
I absolutely firmly believe that our past is not a prediction of our future or our present, and therefore to overcome challenges and losses myself and empower myself through it has been a great journey for me. But then equally to help my children who are now adults to journey through life not as the victims of choices of their parents, but as the absolute conquerors of their own lives. So I use it as teachable moments. It gave me a great opportunity to be a strong role model for my sons and my daughter, and for myself to really invest in my own personal growth, because I said this to the couples over and over and over while we were filming Saving Our Marriage. The biggest investment that you can make in saving your marriage is growing yourself.
It's amazing. I can hear how much you've taken on board from even sitting on your side of the fence, going through this shared journey of learning. Paul, I'm going to flip to you now. You are obviously renowned for your work in emotional intelligence coaching, which is geared to both encourage and probably challenge those who take it on. What does it mean for you to be able to apply your expertise in this context specifically?
You know, it's been so fulfilling just being on this journey with Ilze and the couples, because I've spent many years working with corporates, helping them with EQ and growing as leaders. But I find that a lot of people apply certain skills in the workplace, but they don't apply them at home. And so I find a lot of people are good at preparing themselves to go to work, but not as good at preparing to go back home afterwards. You know what I mean? The people we say we love the most, if we're honest with ourselves, often we give them our leftovers. But the people at work, we dress up nicely for them, we give them our best intellectually, we give them our best very often emotionally. So I'm so passionate about helping couples to go from good to great when it comes to their EQ. And when I speak of EQ, I'm basically talking about emotional self-awareness. So you're aware of yourself. I'm feeling embarrassed, I'm feeling insecure, honey, right? You're in touch with your emotions, you've got the vocab for that. And then emotional management, you can manage those emotions. I feel angry, but I can control it, okay? I feel excited, but I know who to talk to about my excitement and not to overwhelm people. Then there's social awareness, and that's so important in marriage. That's where you're aware of the other person, and then you adapt and connect to them. That's relationship management. Now, a lot of people in marriage tend to be so rigid and they end up not adapting to their spouse. And those are the principles I found working as I've brought them into working with couples.
Love that.
I love that too. And Ilze, I know throughout the morning, we will be chatting with couple participants, Vivian and Gudani, and Paul and Maria. Can you, without giving away too much of what will happen on the show, introduce us to some of the issues that these couples needed work through?
Gudani and Vivian are the younger couple, and Paul and Maria, a couple that's been married for much longer. I think they've been married for 18 years. What I've found with all the couples is the lack of awareness of my contribution to the state of what the marriage has gone to. And that pointing of the finger to the other person and blaming and shaming the other person for the unhappiness or the state of affairs in the marriage without taking any self-responsibility. And that is, as Paul has so absolutely wisely said, That is emotional intelligence.
I have a feeling that while, yes, we are focusing on specific couples here and the struggles that they face, there is a common thread that all couples have a shared experience, certainly after the last kind of 9-10 months that we have faced in lockdown. Paul, maybe I can ask you why all couples should watch this show.
Yeah, I'm glad you're asking this question. This is so true. You know, although the show is called Saving Our Marriage, you know, it really applies to anyone and everyone. I mean, my kids watch the show with us, you know, simply because everyone needs these tools. You don't have to wait until your marriage is in a crisis where there are lots of wounds, a lot of pain that you've caused each other. You can actually enrich your marriage from the get-go, even while it's going well.
I've got to thank you both for giving us such amazing advice. Even in this small snapshot, you have converted me. I will be watching the show. So thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. You're doing amazing work on air and in your job. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Don't miss the valuable relationship and coaching and advice being dispensed in Saving Our Marriage. You can catch that Wednesday evenings at 7:30 on SABC3. And we'll be chatting to 2 couples from this insightful and groundbreaking program. So don't move a muscle.